J. Frederick Smith here, Continental Realty of Jax, and we are getting ready to head into 10423 Wooster in sunny Jacksonville, although it's not very sunny today, but normally it is. And this is an older home on the west side of town. It's been recently remodeled, although, remodel is a relative term. First thing, we do have power, so that's going to help us quite a lot. And I'll just say right out of the gate as we're walking in here that there's some transition in height, which I don't understand. We've got also a different kind of flooring from what would be the living room and the kitchen over here to this hallway space and the bedroom. It looks similar, and it is similar, but it's definitely not the same. Laundry room is straight back from the front door. We've got one bedroom off to one side, and then probably down that hall are the other bedrooms. So I think we'll just go ahead and start right here. This must be the master. Little flush mount light, 8-foot high ceilings, heavily textured walls. Some of the seams are not done very well. A little bit of cracking here. That's what this is. That's probably on a seam for the sheetrock. The trim has been put in with quarter round, and it doesn't look like they've replaced it. It just looks like they painted it. The trim along the ceiling, which you don't always see a crown, but in this case they did put some trim up. Needs some caulk, and also maybe, I don't know what you could do to clean that. I'd probably just take that stuff out of there, to be honest, if it was me. But the texture on this wall is just super, super thick, giving it kind of an adobe look. For me, inside a house, I don't really like this look. It's so thick that it just looks like it's blobbed on. Personally, I like smooth, flat walls. That's what I like inside. Windowsill is also been blobbed on with the putty and the paint. Now this is just a 2x4 that's been laid down here and covered with that stuff. Window is a newer window, so you've got a nice double pane window there to help keep the cool in the summer and the heat in the winter. There is a cable connection, although painted over. I'm not sure if it would do any good. In this outlet, my gosh, I don't know if you could get more putty or plaster on the wall around an outlet than what they have here. That's just ridiculous. It's so much. It needs to be scraped off of there and redone. In any case, floors look nice. Luxury vinyl plank here looks good. Same as what's in the hallway. And here we're going into the master, where also you're going to have your little closet, which is not huge, but it is kind of almost a walk-in closet, maybe 36 by 36, with a single shelf and a place to hang some clothes. There's no light in here. The bathroom itself has a one-piece vanity. This is a Home Depot special for $150, where the sink and the vanity top are a single piece, and then you've got the little double doors white with a mirror and a triple light vanity. Toilet is the Glacier Bay special with the double flush buttons. Fiberglass tub, tile surround, which looks pretty nice. They put a little glass shelf in here. So, yeah, that's okay. Not bad. Basic shower head. Nothing too special. Now, one thing of note is that the grout lines in the corner are definitely cracking. That definitely needs to have some repair done there. You're going to have to get some caulk and recalk that. And I would suggest, if they're cracking there, they're probably cracking in other places. So recalking all of this tub would be good, especially along this line here. Now it looks like actually they did a pretty good job of caulking there, so I'll take that back. This definitely looks good, but the seam here in the corner, especially as you get towards the ceiling on both corners, really needs to be caulked, and all around the tub needs to be recalked. It's just the grout, and that's all cracked up. So let's take a look in the kitchen. Oh no, well, the laundry room, I guess, would be the next. So the laundry room is also the place where you're going to find the water heater. Water heater looks new. PVC connection up into the ceiling for your lines, which is great. The overflow valve on the top here is supposed to have a PVC line that runs from this to the back and then down to the floor and into this pan or outside. But they're aiming it at the wall. I'm not sure that that would pass FHA or a VA inspector. Think that that would need to be corrected. But that's not hard, just some PVC. Just cut up pieces and glue them together. It takes about 5 minutes to fix that. Laundry room otherwise is in decent shape. Looks like newer trim. The texture on the walls is, for texture, about the right amount. If there's gonna be texture, not that super glommed on that we saw in the master. There's a connection here for your dryer vent, which leads outside where we spotted it earlier. And the pigtail outlet there. The washer dryer connections are in a little box, including a place for the drain. As you can see, the drain right there. Okay, so all of that sealed up in the box, which is nice. Outlet on the wall at the right height for the washing machine. There's plenty of room in here for cabinets or shelves for storage. They don't have anything in here, but you got lots of room that you could add that kind of thing. Louvered door so that the steam from the appliances has a chance to escape and not cause too much mold in the laundry room. Okay, so let's head into the living room area. Now we've got, once again, a different kind of flooring here. The floor still feels like the slab, which makes me think, especially with the doorways here, that that part of the house previously was, and looking at the outside where the driveway is, that part of the house there was carport. That's what I think, and which would explain the different heights. Unfortunately, that's something that happens when you have a carport that's been renovated. The floor height of the carport is at ground level rather than raised up a little bit like it is for the actual slab of the house, and therefore you get a little different height of the flooring. The kitchen is small, and I can see right away that we've got some intrusion here from the outside. There's bugs. I see dirt, possibly from termites. I'm not sure exactly what's happening down here, but the way that sags down, it looks like maybe we've got some issues regarding what's underneath. In fact, kind of looks like there's a little bit underneath all of this where there's some issue. Hard to say for sure. But we've also got dirt right there at the door jamb, and that's the kind of thing that you're going to see if you have ants or termites causing you problems. Now, on a slab, you would say, well, Jay, that shouldn't be a problem. Well, actually, they will get up into the walls, and the wood of your walls is definitely susceptible to damage from termites. There is no range, and there's no dishwasher. Now, the range, you got to have that, right? And there's also no hood for the range. You've got to have a range. There is definitely the place for it. And this is a big enough opening where you could put a microwave vent hood, but something has to be put in there to vent out smoke or any other vapors from the cooking that you're doing on the top of your appliance here, right? If it's a microwave one, that makes it even better. For the dishwasher, because this kitchen is so tiny, 4 cabinet boxes on the bottom and the top, you could put a roll around portable dishwasher with a little butcher block top. You could use it as an island and then, just keep it in the middle of the floor. When you need to, roll it over there, hook it up to the sink as a good way of getting your dishes taken care of. Alternatively, you could be smart about it and put a bunch of cabinets and a dishwasher on the other side, if nothing else. So you could even move this over a little bit and stick a dishwasher in one side or the other, and then you can put cabinets over there to take out care of the ones that you lost from putting in the dishwasher. At least that way you have one. You have enough room here. Seems to me like something should be done with that space. Refrigerator probably goes in that corner, so this wall just really is screaming, add cabinets to me. Okay, we're starting to see the super thick texture again on the walls as we get into the older part of the house. You know, textured a dozen times to try to hide stuff. Unfortunately, you know, it doesn't really hide things very well. It just makes the walls look worse. The best thing you could do is sand these guys and then put your paint and texture down. But you know, that's not the easy thing to do. It's just what should be done. Lots of this work, you know, paint looks okay, but really stuff like this, you know, there's no call for it. Replacing one piece of trim over for the crown here would sure have made this room look a lot better. And not lathering on the plaster on the walls also I think would have helped. Because as it is right now, you know, it doesn't look very nice. Well, the room itself is okay, and it's a decent size, I guess. You know, it's maybe, I don't know, 14 feet across and maybe 20 feet to that doorway there. So it's okay. There's not a lot of space to put a TV. So this wall, you can't put a TV. You could fit a smaller one, maybe a 55 or a 60, right there between the two windows. But you know, when you've got windows where the TV is, then the light comes in and causes all sorts of problems with your viewing. You only really have this one location for a TV. At least there's one wall that's good enough for it. Okay, anyway, continuing on, we're gonna just take a quick look at what is probably the furnace. Yep, okay, so we've got a newer Lennox furnace here. Looks like it's in beautiful shape. I wouldn't think it's brand new, but it's newer. And let's see if there's any dates on any of this. Okay, so here we go, right here. 2016 is when it was installed, April 20th, 2016. So it's a few years old, but wow, it is really in nice shape. So thanks for that. Since this thing is sitting on the floors here, these floors were put in prior to 2016, which would explain why we have the lines there in the floor. When the installation happened, maybe they did not plan on expansion, and as these guys expanded out and then contracted, they left these little gaps, or maybe it just did not get installed correctly. It's not the easiest thing to install this. It's not super hard, but it's not the easiest either. And if somebody did it themselves, maybe they just didn't know how to butt those up nice and clean. And that's a possibility. We've got yet another kind of floor in the back two bedrooms and in this other bathroom. The bathroom is very similar to the one that we saw in the master, although it's smaller, with the same kind of tile surround. Same kind of tub, little vanity mirror, 3-light, vanity light, and toilet, although this is a Kohler, so this has probably been here longer. Then we've got a little linen closet at the end of the hall, very small. And the last two bedrooms, both of these are relatively small, with this being maybe 10 feet at the widest and 15 feet long. But on the one end here, you can see it's narrower. They've actually got it cut out a little bit. There's a little double door closet with a shelf and a bar. This guy's maybe 22 or 24 by 36. So not super huge, but at least the door works. The knob is not exactly where I would like it. I'd like to see it on this side, but you know, it's still workable. Final bathroom, or final bedroom I should say, is a little bit larger at maybe 14 by 16 with two windows letting in lots of light. Same kind of closet, about the same size. Yep, about the same size, with a little bar and shelf. The bifold door works, although it's not actually the right bifold for the closet. At least it's there. There's something. Okay, so I think we've seen about everything here there is to see. 10423 Wooster in Jacksonville. Some updating. Not all of it is updated. Some of it I like, some of it I don't. You know how that is. Definitely an extension to the house when they built in the carport or whatever it was over here. And a nice big laundry room. That's the thing I guess I like about the best in the entire house. So anyway, if you're interested in this property, please give me some contact. This is J. Frederick Smith, Continental Realty of Jacks. We get the lights off and the door closed. And we're on to the next.